We are now joined by Alba Colon, Chevrolet's Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series Program Manager, representing today the winning manufacturer and the winner of the Michigan Heritage Trophy. Every Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series race here at Michigan, the winning manufacturer receives the highly coveted Michigan Heritage Trophy. Alba, what's it like to be able to take that back home to the headquarters and show that off for at least a month or so?
No, of course. First of all, thank you, and thank you to all the media for the time that you give us today. It is a big deal. It's a big deal to win in your backyard and to have the bragging rights. We did that the last August. We gave the trophy back, I think that was on Thursday, and I was suffering because that trophy is in my desk. I needed to give it back, but all the teams knew that was important to go back and get it back for all of us, and not for us, for all of them, for all the hard work that we do. So this baby is coming back home tonight with me. So looking forward to that. But more than anything, it is what the trophy represents, what it represents for Chevrolet. And at the end of the day, what is important about this trophy is that the three OEMs with the track get an opportunity to provide a check to a charity of we all choose and at the, later in the year. And we give some money back to a charity, mainly in the Detroit area. So that's what is more important than anything else.
That's outstanding. What's also outstanding is that you have a great young driver in Kyle Larson, who won his third Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series race today. Talk about how important is it to have that kind of talent coming through the ranks of Chevrolet to show that you really have a bright future?
Absolutely. Kyle has done an amazing job. Not only him, when you see also, how Chase Elliott did today, how close of that win, but it's amazing to see how our young talent is coming up. And we are very proud of all of them. And we have more people you saw yesterday, like William Barron, finishing second, very close to that first. But we have been very dedicated, and we are concentrating on bringing the young talent to up in their careers, but also, to represent Chevrolet. And I think that our two guys that finished first and second did an amazing job, and we will keep working on that to make sure that, that is still happening. Again, it's exciting for NASCAR too. They represent a lot of the young talent that we have, outside today, and more people are coming to see how they are doing. So very proud of that.
Okay, we'll open the floor up for questions. If you have questions for Ms. Alba, we'll get a wireless mic to you. Any questions? Let's go to Zach and then to Rob.
Zach Albert, NASCAR.com. Alba, you mentioned the rivalry that you guys have with the other OEMs. You guys are competitive, but is it a friendly rivalry and some such? You mentioned the charity thing.
Absolutely. At the end of the day, we work on many things together. And that started when we were working on the Gen 6 vehicle. That was when the three OEMs really started to work a lot together to make a product happen. And we're still working on many projects. But we always said, we help each other on some things that is going to advance the OEMs and advance the NASCAR and so on. But as soon as that green flag drops on Sunday, we are there, just pretty much to win the race. But yes, and we recognize that some things, and especially in the charity side, we all got together with the track when this trophy came along, the first time, and we said this is the right thing to do, especially to do for the state of Michigan and things that represent a lot for us.
Okay, we'll go to your right to Rob.
Rob Youngson of the PodiumFinish.net. Alba, congratulations on Chevrolet winning their second straight race here at
Thank
Michigan.
you.
You're very welcome. Like you mentioned, you guys are very excited to have a young talent like Kyle Larson. Talk about what he brings to the table for you guys, because he's definitely one of the bright stars of the sport. What does he bring to the table as far as the manufacturing and the terms of win on Sunday, buy on Monday kind of mentality?
No, absolutely. First of all, I always been talking about how passionate people is, how they identify in the sport, not only with the brands, with the OEMs, but also with the drivers. And I think that Kyle Larson has brought a different people here to the sport. And so for us, it's really great. He's a great ambassador of our brand with what he drives. He comments a lot about us, but not only that, it's just what he's doing not only for us as a company, as a manufacturer, helping us on many things, but what he's doing for NASCAR. we understand there are cycles in the sport. We have seen, with some of the drivers that are retiring, and we need to help to bring that, young talent. And Kyle was one of those first ones that came, to be with us and to attract more young talent. So great relationship with him at the track, outside of the track. So to have him winning and to have him doing so well, I think that he's leading the points after this race. So it is fantastic. We have to continue working with all our drivers, but of course helping to bring the young talent and to bring those new race fans, mainly those new race fans to the sport. And these young drivers are doing that. And when you see other people like the last win, and other wins before, all of that helps the sport to go forward.
Any additional questions for Alba? Let's go to Bob.
Bob Hacker, ESPN. Alba, how important is it to have Larson and Ganassi run better this year, considering y'all had lost Stuart Haas?
Yes, very important, absolutely. But Stuart Haas, they were one of our key teams, and it was sad to see them go. We're very honest about that. But all the teams got together and realized, what, the game has changed. We have to work different. We have to work more together. We have to do things different, and to see how Chip Ganassi Racing has a step up a lot. The game, it has been fantastic. But I would say on things that you don't get to see, the dynamic of those particular key partners have changed completely. And they understand, we have to work together to get and to have Chevrolet to be up front, and of course one of our teams, as many as our teams at the front. So the dynamic changed a lot when Stuart has left, and Chip Ganassi had to step up a lot, like Hendrick has done, and also RCR and some of our other teams. But it has been a pleasure to see, how they're doing this year.
Alba, congratulations again on winning this beautiful Michigan Heritage Trophy, and good luck defending it when we come back.
Thank you very much, and I hope to see all of you here again in August.